The year was 1922. It was a time of change and uncertainty in post-World War I Germany. The place was a small farm called Hinterkaifeck, a name that would soon be etched into the annals of history for a chilling reason. It was nestled in the picturesque Bavarian countryside just outside Munich, Germany. The rolling hills and dense forests painted a serene picture, but this tranquility was deceptive. The Gruber family lived and worked there. They were a hard-working family, deeply rooted in their land and traditions. Andreas Gruber was the patriarch, a stern and resilient man. His wife Casilia was his steadfast partner, sharing the burdens and joys of farm life. Their daughter Victoria lived with them, along with her two children, Casilia and Josef. Victoria was a widow, having lost her husband in the war, and she found solace in her family and the farm. The family also had a maid, Maria Baumgartner. She had recently joined them, seeking a new beginning. They were simple people, living simple lives, bound by their daily routines and the rhythms of the land. They had no idea of the horror that awaited them. The Hinterkaifeck farm was isolated, a fact that would soon play a crucial role in their fate. The Hinterkaifeck farm was isolated, far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. It was surrounded by dense woods, creating a natural barrier that separated them from the outside world. The nearest neighbours were over a mile away, a distance that provided both a sense of peace and a sense of vulnerability. This isolation made the Grubers vulnerable. They were cut off from immediate help, should they ever need it. It also set the stage for a crime that would baffle Germany for a century. The events that unfolded at Hinterkaifeck would become one of the country's most infamous unsolved mysteries. This crime would chill the spines of generations to come. The story of the Gruber family and their tragic end would be told and retold, a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk even in the most idyllic of settings. In the weeks leading up to the murders, strange and unsettling things started happening at Hinterkaifeck. The once peaceful farm began to feel like a place of foreboding. Andreas Gruber, the head of the family, discovered mysterious footprints in the snow. These footprints led ominously from the dense woods directly to the farm. Strangely, there were no footprints leading back into the woods, as if someone had entered but never left. The family began hearing unsettling noises, particularly footsteps echoing from the attic above. They also heard unfamiliar voices, whispering and murmuring, voices that none of them recognized. A palpable sense of dread and unease began to hang over the farm, like a dark cloud that wouldn't dissipate. One evening, Andreas confided in his neighbors about the strange occurrences that were plaguing his family. He mentioned feeling an eerie sensation, as if he was constantly being watched by unseen eyes. Andreas even claimed to have found a set of house keys that didn't belong to anyone in the household, adding to the mystery. Despite his genuine concern, his neighbours dismissed his worries, attributing them to his imagination. They laughed it off, suggesting that he was simply overthinking things. But Andreas couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. His instincts told him that these were not mere coincidences. He was right, the omens were gathering, and the sense of impending doom was all too real. On the evening of March 31st, 1922, the unthinkable happened. One by one, the Gruber family was lured to their deaths. It started with the young Josef. He was lured into the barn and brutally murdered. His body was left in the hay. Then Maria, the maid, met the same fate. She was killed in her bedroom. Victoria and her parents heard the commotion. They came downstairs to investigate. They were met with the same gruesome end. The killer, still unknown, led them to the barn one by one. There they were systematically slaughtered. The killer remained at the farm for several days after the murders. Days turned into nights. The silence from the Gruber farm was deafening. Neighbours grew concerned. They decided to investigate. On April 4th, 1922, they made a horrifying discovery. The bodies of the Gruber family were found scattered throughout the farm. The children were in the barn. The adults were in the house. The scene was horrific. Blood was everywhere. The brutality of the murders shocked even the most seasoned investigators. The murder weapon, a mattock, was found at the crime scene. It was a chilling reminder of the savage nature of the murders. It was clear that this was no robbery gone wrong. This was a calculated and merciless act. Section 5. The investigation. A labyrinth of dead ends. The police investigation was extensive. They interviewed over 100 suspects, yet the case remained unsolved. Theories abounded. Some whispered about a family feud. Others pointed to a possible serial killer. The evidence, however, was as elusive as the killer. The killer had meticulously covered their tracks. They left no fingerprints. There were no witnesses. The only clues were the footprints leading to the farm and the chilling fact that the killer had stayed at the farm for days after the murders. Section 6. The unsolved mystery, a shadow over Hinterkaifeck. The Hinterkaifeck murders sent shockwaves through Germany. People were horrified and baffled. How could an entire family be murdered in such a brutal way? And why? The lack of answers only deepened the mystery. It fueled countless theories and speculations. Despite the passage of time, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain unsolved. The killer was never brought to justice. The farm, now a desolate reminder of the tragedy, stands as a silent monument to the 6 lives brutally cut short. The case continues to fascinate and horrify people around the world. It serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. Section 7. Speculations and theories. Searching for answers in the darkness. Over the years, numerous theories have surfaced, each attempting to shed light on the dark events at Hinterkaifeck. Some believe the killer was Karl Gabriel, a former soldier with a history of violence. Others suspect Lorenz Schlittenbauer, a neighbor who may have had an affair with Victoria. Yet none of these theories have been definitively proven. The lack of concrete evidence has allowed speculation to thrive. The case has become fertile ground for conspiracy theories and paranormal investigations. Some even believe that the murders were the result of a supernatural occurrence, citing the strange events leading up to the tragedy. Section 8. The enduring legacy, a haunting reminder. The Hinterkaifeck murders continue to cast a long shadow over history, a grim chapter that refuses to close. The case is a staple of true crime podcasts, captivating listeners with its blend of mystery and horror. It's the subject of countless books and documentaries, each attempting to unravel the enigma that surrounds the brutal slayings. The farm itself has become a pilgrimage site for true crime enthusiasts, drawing visitors from around the world. They come to pay their respects, leaving flowers and candles as tokens of remembrance. They come to try and make sense of the senseless, to understand the inexplicable horror that unfolded here. The murders serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows, unseen and unpredictable. They remind us that even in the most idyllic settings, evil can find a foothold, disrupting the peace and tranquility. The case stands as a testament to the enduring power of fear, a fear that has transcended generations. It's a fear that lingers long after the crime has been committed, haunting the minds of those who delve into its mysteries. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain unsolved, adding to their eerie allure. Each new piece of evidence only deepens the mystery, leaving us with more questions than answers. And so, the Hinterkaifeck murders continue to captivate and terrify, a haunting reminder of the unknown dangers that may lie just beyond the light. Section 9. The killer walks free, a chilling conclusion. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most baffling unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. The killer was never caught. Their motive remains a mystery. The brutality of the crime, coupled with the eerie events that preceded it, continues to haunt us. The Hinterkaifeck murders force us to confront a chilling truth. Sometimes there are no answers. The case remains an open wound on the psyche of Germany. It's a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved, and some killers may never be brought to justice.